essentially at this point, everybody's going to you. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to this car right here. You might want to lock your wheels.
Alright. Figure this out best we can. What do you think? Hey, is there anything on you? No. Okay, I know to keep checking out each other, guys.
He's going. Alright, man. I just have to read you your Miranda rights. And before I get into anything further, as of now, you're not in any kind of trouble. But I'm asking you questions that can just, I gotta read this. You have the right to remain silent. First question. Does any of that belong to you? Because we found a lot of stuff in the backpack, in the back seat. I just need to know if anything belongs to you. Sir? No, sir. No, sir.
So I really briefly talk about the Miranda that he pulled up on his phone. It looked like he pulled up the Miranda warning from the internet. Officers have been challenged in court off their reading of Miranda or their recitation of Miranda off the top of their head to make sure that they get all of the elements of Miranda read. So by policy, many departments have it to where you must read it off of a card. It's suggested that you read off of a card, a department issue card. It has a form number on the bottom of it. I would always have one in my pocket, and everyone in my department would read the same Miranda warning to people off of their card. This is the thing about pulling it up off of a website on the internet, because websites potentially change, and if you get asked, well, where did you get that? Well, I pulled it up off www.whatever. I'm not sure that he pulled it off of a site that can change, but screenshotting it would then become evidence of what you use every single time is ideal. Because if you pull it off on the internet, we know that things change on the internet all the time, and you can be asked, what exactly did you say? Now, I know that is on body cam, but becoming methodical about things that you will be challenged on makes your life and job a whole lot easier.
Did you carry any firearms with you from Arkansas up to here? It's not illegal to have guns in Tennessee. I have guns, so you did? So which one was yours? Backpack. The brown one? Yes, sir. Oh, okay. Well, you're under arrest.
The firearm came back stolen out of Sheridan, Arkansas, okay?
Was you aware of that?
I didn't know.
Okay, yeah, well, it came back stolen.
Where'd you get it from?
I was bought it from a guy.
Bought it from a guy?
Yes, sir.
Alright, brother.
Alright, man. Hey, you got bags, bro? I ain't got nothing.
Hell no, I don't.
I ain't got it.
Alright, let's do a thorough search. There's a trunk still.
Yeah,
What is in this?
I have no idea. It's still sealed, bro, whatever it is.
It says methoxyphene.
I don't know what that is. Lock his door.
It's not sealed though. I think it's been resealed. Look.
Finding stuff like that in a vehicle is extremely dangerous. At a minimum, you would want to put on a mask. Not knowing what's inside that stuff, there have been times where officers open things and there's a puff of powder that comes out. Inhaling things like that can cause injuries and illnesses that last the entire career. So masking up at a minimum, and then maybe getting someone who's professional to witness that, or getting someone who is an expert in that field of biohazard would be ideal. Sometimes it's a person from the fire department.
Hey man, give me your keys. I want the alarm to go off. Hey, do you have the keys to your car? Huh?
Literally, bro.
Yeah, can you give me the keys to your car?
Hey, this ain't
the
an
keys
option,
right
bro.
there.
Give me the keys.
I'm not trying to be like this, bro. Just give me the keys.
Give you my keys.
Yeah, your car's gonna get towed anyways, man.
This is what it is. Give me the keys.
I don't want to have to make you give me the keys. I really don't.
It's over, bro. That's over, man.
Sir, please give me the keys to the car.
Hey, he's a really nice cop. He'd be a really nice to you. I'm not that guy. Give me the keys.
Thank you.
We just got a confirmation message for that firearm. They did say it was confirmed.
Thank you.
So I don't know if you caught that radio traffic. So the officers earlier said that the firearm was stolen. Then I heard a broadcast radio ear that said that the firearm was confirmed stolen, assuming that's the firearm on this call. Now, I want to explain something briefly about the confirmation process. So when things are reported stolen, it goes into a system. Usually it's a national database if it's a vehicle or a firearm. And officers from all over the country can run in that database and you can find out if a firearm has been stolen. Now, when things are recovered, there needs to be taken out of that system. So a confirmation process is necessary. So the confirmation is to confirm that it's still outstanding. Now, vehicles is where this becomes crucial. A lot of officers will attest to this, that a vehicle gets stolen, the vehicle gets recovered. The vehicle is supposed to then be taken out of the system as being reported stolen. It doesn't happen for whatever reason. The registered owner of the vehicle is driving down the street and 3 or 4 police cars pull up behind them and call them out on a felony car. Stop thinking it's a stolen vehicle. This has happened many times, and the systems have gotten better in removing things, but a confirmation system is still in place for things that are reported stolen on a national level.
Oh, this was hard. Oh. No. Hey, oh. Nah. Hey, yo, I'm crying. It's gotta be a suit. It looks like a suit. It's a suit.
Oh yeah,
I'll cry real to you. Hey,
you didn't let me do that. I told you.
I'll cry real to you, bro. Oh, thank you. Hey, I'll cry real to you. Hey, y'all look good. We on the same page.
Bro said, hey, this is a really nice cop.
I don't know if you guys caught what was going on there, but here's what was going on, and it makes me laugh. The camaraderie that you see on these night shifts, it just happens. I mean, I still talk to guys that I worked with, and it's not only nights, but it's this thing in policing. They thought that inside of that bag was an incredibly large amount of illegal pharmaceuticals, and they were joking back and forth about it, and it was a coke inside of the bag. But those kind of stories last forever between the officers, and it also exemplifies another point, like how I talk about how the Arkansas State Police, if they were to recover that coke bag full of, it's something that they do routinely, but from a street level officer, even me when I was a street cop, for us to find something like that, it's absolutely amazing. I mean, that's like the bust of a year for a street cop. So it's really nice to see them get giddy about potentially having that and having that camaraderie amongst themselves.
I think tomorrow we should go in and be like,
Bro, can we just be Zodi?
yeah, can we just be so hard?
Hey, you would think Zodi call killers. Ball game. Figure that out.
I want to search more.
Hey.
Mario, Harvey. I think his name is DeMario.
Well, you might need him. Ask him if you need those medicines. He just got shot.
Hey, well, you need any of this?
Yeah, I need all of it.
No.
Everything I got prescribed.
All the, okay.
Alright, my Bruh.
Nah, hey, you not keeping your man.
Hey, I'm just letting you know. Hey, I'm gonna get a big bag.
Hey, even my blood prescribed. Hey, it was funny how he tried to slip that in there too.
Huh?
It was funny how he tried to slip that in there.
Oh, did you see your buddy? He picked up the pillow. That's why I knew he had it. I knew there was gonna be something. He picked up the pillow, moved it across the center console, and the backpack was under it. You hear me say, hey bro, what's in that backpack?
Yeah, so
I was like, bro, you're not getting out the car.
hey boy, all I'm saying is I would hate to get pulled over by us. I'd be mad. These dudes over here laughing.
Hey, that bankroll he had, I'd seize it.
Yeah.
He's probably selling it up there. Individual bags. I'd say you could get mad. Out those baggies, those dollar baggies.
Yeah.
And you can seize that cash.
No scale, though.
No, but you don't always need a scale just to prove man. Yeah, so there's a fake or something right here.
Oh, Davis, you missed something.
What?
Lift these up. Oh!
My God! Oh!
Hey!
I knew that shit were wireless.
Yeah! Come on, bro! Hey, what's up? Dang!
Hey, bro, what we do on B-Night? Get bad people off the street.
Man, come on, man.
Oh!
Come on, man.
Hey, when Roger gets here, we're gonna tell him that little suit bag's full of.
Nah, bro, you can lift that. Yeah, that's.
He's happy as hell. Alright, we're fucking with you. We're playing. That's not cool. We got a bunch of them.
Yeah, we got.
Hey, but we did there's still shit we found on that. There's an giant evidence bag of plants up there. This is no guns, nothing. This is all.
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, it is. Oh, what is
It's all. This is all.
It's all lifted. Oh, what's in the bag though? Those two firearms, one admitted to.
The brown one. The brown one's stolen.
What's that little bar right there?
You said it was gold dye.
There's two of them in there. This was hidden in the door. They have like gold stuff in it. It looks like perfume, but it could be like GHB.
Hey man, what are these?
33 is during. We get another call.
What were y'all doing?
Alright guys, next up is this 97 watermelon Fendi.
No, the. I don't know. Huh? I don't know. Okay. You sure I got
Yeah. In there too, like the big ass bombs.
Where's the tags coming out of?
Arkansas. Look at this. It's one of those plates where you run. Yeah, it's an infrared plate.
Really?
The cameras can't see it. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I'm surprised he didn't take off.
I'm not gonna lie to you. We don't know how to do this, and we don't want to leave his wheelchair here. Can you take it apart for us? Huh? Okay, yeah, get out, please.
Thank you, man. We didn't want to leave your house with a wheelchair. How you doing?
You put him on the side of the wheel. Just push him in and pull him out. That's it? That's it.
No way to break it down.
Just fold the back end on the back. Right here. Yeah, push it up. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, bro.
That'll go a long way for you.
Hey, can I get my cushion, bro? Can I get my cushion?
What?
My wheelchair cushion. These seats turn my ass up, bro. Can't be sitting on this hard shit, bro. I'm gonna get up to Cuba this month.
While smoking the green stuff might be legal in some jurisdictions, it's not legal to be under the influence and driving or operating a motor vehicle. According to the original video, and I'm cautious to say the charges because it's not an official document, it says that ex-felon in possession of a firearm and some charges placed on both of the occupants of the vehicle, and one of the firearms appears to have been stolen. So again, those types of charges, felony charges, it absolutely makes no sense, but people still continue to do those same exact things. Shout out to these officers. I love to see the camaraderie of officers as they bond during these things. It brings back a whole bunch of really, really good memories. On that note, I want to shout out the coin from today is from Atkins Clark County Police. A really cool coin. Justice, Dignity, and Honor, Athens, Georgia. Really cool coin. And I'm trying to figure out how to get these all in focus. But really, really cool coin. I really, really appreciate it. And again, I'm accepting the coins in honor and respectfully, humbly, I accept all of these coins that I'm being sent. But please make sure that you let me know if you want your name mentioned. Deputy didn't want his name mentioned. Sometimes they work in an undercover capacity, and that's why they don't want their name mentioned. I absolutely respect that, but so I won't say a name unless you tell me. In fact, let me put this back up here. And then I have something else that from one of the last videos that I did, I'm getting a whole bunch of requests. So I'm going to try to see if I can do this and get it in frame. I know you guys are probably wondering what kind of dog I have, and I don't think that anyone's going to get this right. I'm going to try to see if I can get him up in the frame. Otis, look up here. This is Otis. Say hi, Otis. Say hi. I mean, I don't know if there's a resemblance, but this is my guy. Otis, give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. This is my guy. I absolutely love Otis, and I know that a lot of you were asking to see him. It's not easy to get him up here, but this is Otis. If you like this kind of content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the videos on your screen for more content just like this.
Cocaine and morphine. It was dispensed like candy, and that opens up the Wild West. It's one of the biggest industries on the planet, but it doesn't sell directly to the consumer. It has to sell through these middle people, doctors. Feel anxious? Feeling sad, lonely, frustrated, or unheard? Oh, I have just the thing for you. A Feel Better pill, and everybody takes it. The origins of the industry are selling addictive drugs because addictive products are big money makers. Valium stays the number.
I'm still eating right now. I just wanted to ask, you know that game I have, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero?
Yeah.
They recently came out with a DLC that adds like a lot of like really cool content that I really want to get. And it's only like, I think it's like 34 something.
Is it on for Steam?
Yes, Steam. It's like 34 something, I think.
So just gotta get a regular Steam card?
Yeah.
What's up? You're not buying a new game? What is it? For like a...
It's like it's DLC, downloadable content. It's like new content for a game I already own, and it's like, but it's like really good, and I really want to get it.
Does it add to the game?
Yes.
Oh, so it's not just like videos and stuff.
No. It's like new stuff.
So it upgrades the game pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like an upgrade.
Yeah.
Why don't they just say pay to upgrade?
I don't know. Yeah, I personally think it sucks, but like I really want to get it. Like I think it's like I don't think you should have to pay just to update the game. Well, not update, but like get more content.
So is it does it add worlds and new weaponry?
Yeah, it adds like a lot of
stuff?
it adds like a lot of really new like cool stuff.
So that makes sense, because back in the day, sometimes they would just make a new game and you'd have to go out and buy a whole new disc to get part 1 and part 2. Remember? We used to do that with Minecraft. Remember, we got story mode, and then we had to go get... So instead of going to the store and getting a disc, you just kind of pay for it. That's kind of cool, actually. You need it.
Could I just, so, like...
Saves you from going to the store and having a disc.
So, like, I'd probably need, like... If you're gonna want to get a card and not pay for... Because then you'd probably need to get, like, a... 2 20s.
So either a debit card or some Steam cards.
Yeah, either 2 20s or just use a card.
No, life is so much more than football.
Not as catchy, but true.
That's a house, correct? Alright.
Okay, a couple of things I'd like to cover. This is a really good POV of when you stand behind the B pillar, what a person has to do in order to track your position. Super safe, in my opinion, especially if you can see both of their hands. The other thing is, if you listen to her responses and the pauses, if someone asks a person a name and they can't give their name immediately, it's usually an indication that they're not being honest. I was always taught that if a person doesn't have an ID, they step out of the vehicle and you deal with them out of the car.
Where's your daughter now, man? Where'd you drop her off, man? At the where, ma'am? Okay. Does she have her child with her? Alright. Just hang tight, ma'am. I'm gonna run your information, okay? So what it looks like is that your daughter has a Baltimore City Sheriff's warrant for assault in the first degree. So when this is done, is that your grandchild she has?
Yes.
What we're gonna try and do, because here's the issue. If we end up getting your daughter and there's no one to take the child, then the child would end up having to go to CPS. So the easiest thing, since it's your grandchild, is when we're done here is for us to simply go over there. Alright, I'll call the sheriff's office, make sure that the warrant.
Summer's here, and right now get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models, with no payments for 90 days.
You have witnessed thousands of people take their last breath. What are some of the end-of-life experiences or dream experiences that your dying patients have told you about?
The most common thing they would dream about is seeing their deceased loved ones. They say this was a happy. Sometimes you actually get offended when you imply that it was a dream.
Because it was a visitation for them.
Yeah, it was very
real for them.
Very, very real. And they're not dreamlike, and it wasn't just anybody. It was those that loved and secured the most. There's almost this form of final justice. If somebody withheld love, one parent, they were excluded, but the one who nurtured and loved and secured was included. Maybe one sibling and not two.
The people show up who loved you.
Yes, and had a pivotal role in the formation of who you were.
Wow.
And in that sense, in the end, you're almost put back together by being brought back to family.
Hi, and welcome to the Oprah Podcast. We heard about a phenomenon called end-of-life dreams, which is when people are near their last days of life. They often have visions or visitations in their dreams. And those of you who've experienced this, you've had the blessed sacredness of being with somebody as they're passing. Maybe you have experienced this with a loved one or will in the future. Dr. Chris Kerr is a neurobiologist and the Chief Medical Officer at Hospice and Palliative Care Buffalo. And his TEDx talk has 5.5 million views already, and he's written a book called Death is But a Dream, Finding Hope and Meaning at Life's End. So what do you mean by that, death is but a dream?
That there's the death that we see and we know, the physical, the objective, the physical lessening and the suffering, but then there's this subjective aspect of it. There's this inner world of dying, it's the patient perspective, and the closest nomenclature we have for that is a dreamlike state.
Is a dreamlike state. It's not a dream, it's just a dreamlike state.
Yeah. When we actually asked patients in survey, about half of them said they were actually awake when these were happening. And we actually asked them to measure on realism. It was 10 out of 10, closest to being real.
These so-called deathbed dreams are now being more... It's still open, and then that way you can take, is it a little boy or a little girl?
That's correct, because when I ran the tag on this vehicle after I saw you with no seatbelt on, you and your daughter have some resemblance, and I wanted to make sure you didn't drive away from me if you were wanted for a violent felony. Ma'am, I like all manner of meat, ma'am.
A couple of things. The officer gave a lot of information to the lady who does not have an ID about the person who he is saying is wanted. The other thing is, I don't know if you noticed, but there was a young person that whizzed by on one of those scooters and yelled something at the officer as he whizzed right by him. Then the lady said, "Hey, officer, do you like dark meat?" And the officer said, "I like all manner of meat," which I thought was kind of funny. People yell things at police all the time while conducting business, and it's a bit distracting. It's really good that the officer didn't get riled by that kid that flew by him at the high rate of speed, because that would have made me nervous with this busy street and yelling in your ear. And he handled "do you like dark meat" really, really well. I like seeing when police handle those kinds of situations well, and he's a sergeant.
Are you 10-8? I'm gonna send you a photo. I want you to go to that playground on Rogers Avenue and look for this woman. I pulled the car over with her mother in it. The female, they obviously look alike. She said she dropped her daughter off at the playground, which is who you're looking for. If she's there, it appears she's 1030 for assault in the first degree. So I'm gonna send you a picture of this woman. Just swing by there, and if you see her, she should be with a child. Go ahead and hang tight with her. I'm gonna finish up with the mother, and then hopefully we're gonna drive over there so she can take her granddaughter in the event that we're gonna lock her daughter up. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and send you a photo. Make sure this woman is who she says she is, which is a possibility. I don't believe that's that woman at all. I believe that would be her daughter. What's your date of birth, miss? What do you have with your name on it, miss? Anything? Ma'am, turn the car off for me, please. Because I don't think you are who you say you are. I think that you are the registered owner. Turn the car off and hand me keys. I'm gonna let you know right now. If you take off from me, I'm gonna chase you and force you off the road because I have that authority based on a charge. Turn the car off and hand me keys.
So again, this is his stop. It's an interesting choice to give the person all of this information to give them an opportunity to formulate a plan. He may have a method to his madness and maybe he has a reason why he's doing it in this manner, and there's some people that will. There's another school of thought where people say, I don't have to tell her a lot of this stuff. There are things I'm just not gonna say so that she doesn't see my hand and then I have the advantage. But we'll see how it plays out.
F-34, it's on 11 my location. You're fine, man. You're welcome to go ahead and record and do as you please, man. I already told you who I am and that this is being audio and video recorded. So you have no photo identification, correct? Well, here's the deal. The driver's license photo and registered owner of this vehicle who's wanted matches your face. The tattoo description in the warrant matches what I'm seeing on your body right now.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy-duty DNA. HDNA. Get 4.9% APR plus $2,000 purchase cash on GMC Sierra heavy-duty Denali models.
Up until the 20th century, women in America, and pretty much all over the world, were treated like second-class citizens. In recent decades, however, as more opportunities opened up, women's accomplishments happened with breakneck speed. Female college enrollment skyrocketed. Women flooded into the labor force, and over the past several decades, women's earnings grew at a dramatic pace. There's plenty of work yet to be done, but America's women tell a story.
First of all, mother, you gave me the wrong date of birth the first time, okay? And that woman is considerably older than you. So what's the point of trying to put your mother in the mix of all this?
So one other thing I like to mention is the tattoo. He said the tattoo. There is a database of tattoos that exists of a whole lot of tattoos, and I've gotten to identify people by their tattoos so frequently. And now that people have tons of tattoos, understand that the police have a very good ability to identify people through tattoos and other things as well. I actually even had a case where I was able to identify a twin through a tattoo that the other twin didn't have. There's actually a famous case that with the same type of situation. That happens actually frequently. A lot of my pursuit videos. It's really interesting that he's not given speeds yet, but I'm sure he probably will end up giving speeds. But they're going to use a technique called a rolling roadblock. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's a tactic that some people use where they box the vehicle in while it's moving and they get the vehicle to slow down. There are some huge challenges with it, but when it works, it can work well. But there are some departments that won't even touch it. But it's an interesting tactic. I wish there was a camera that we could actually see how it plays out.
Yep, I see you guys behind me. Still eastbound on
Northern Parkway, crossing over Highgate.
No sirens, interesting.
Crossing over Woodcrest. Still on Northern Parkway. Blue Nissan Quest van, 7 Edward King, 5097. She's traveling roughly the speed limit, just not stopping. Still eastbound on Northern Parkway. Units can get up here, we can block her in, traffic 7. Units coming up, get around me, get in front of her, box her in, get around her and box her in, get in front of her, and gradually slow down, and we're going to go ahead and execute a random roadblock. There we go. There we go.
Sirens are the vehicles that are there, not vehicles that are showing up. And I'm going to talk about that. It's really interesting, but let's continue.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out! Get out of the car! Get the fuck out of the car! Get out of the car!
In custody. Let's talk about some things because this is really interesting here. First, I want to talk about the siren. So what happens here, and it happens in all jurisdictions in these kinds of high-risk stops. Sometimes you'll have officers just jump out of the car because their adrenaline is up so much and they don't think to turn the siren off. They're out of the car aggressing the suspect. That's a huge challenge because you can't hear because everyone's siren is still going off. But it's a common thing that occurs because everyone's so amped up that they're like a canine. They see that they got the suspect stopped and everyone wants to rush over and get the suspect. In these kinds of circumstances, best practice, you have the vehicle stopped. Assemble a team. Lethal person, low lethal person, a breacher, and person who's going to give verbal commands. It could be the lethal or low lethal person, so you could do that with 3, and the person is going to go hands-on to cuff the person. So if you got the vehicle boxed in, do you get to a safer position, assemble your team, stack, approach either passenger or driver's side, but obviously you're going to have to go on driver's side for something like this, and then you extract them from the vehicle. Breach up, breacher comes, reaches the window, you got lethal, you got low lethal, you take the person into custody. But what happens is a dog pile situation where everyone's just amped up and jumps out. And I've done this. This has happened in my career, especially early on in the career. But as you get more training in, the more that you deal with these types of situations, you understand how to set those stacks up with a team and get to the car safely for everyone. When I say lethal, that is a person who has their firearm out. Because if we feel like it's a felony situation, they have their firearm. Low lethal is a person who has a tool that is low lethality. When I say a breacher, that's the person that is going to breach the window, the door, whatever, to get access to the person. And then the person who gives the verbal commands, and it could be one of the 2 lethal or low lethal people because they're usually the people up front and the breacher comes from the rear. The other thing I want to mention is breaching that glass with no gloves is going to cause cuts.
So now, in addition to your warrant, you're also under arrest.
Summer's here, and right now get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models with no payments for 90 days.
That's the way Chevrolet.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You are. Everybody see what you did on Roger. Ain't never been Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I gotta go to the hospital. I'm going to the hospital.
Then you're going to jail.
Thanks. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You going to jail. No, I'm not. Excuse me. I need a medic.
Ma'am, we got a medic on our way.
Alright, right now. Cause y'all caused the accident, all this. Broke my window.
So you've heard me mention the term incarceritis is the term that we use in policing where it's a person who, when they're about to go to jail, they now have to go to the hospital because they think that's going to give them the ability to skirt out of having to go to jail. She has an acute case of incarceritis because now that she knows that she's going to jail, no, whatever it is, I need to go to the hospital. you in the shape to be in the fight of your life? Every officer on that scene is going to have to ask themselves that question. I can't answer it, they have to answer it. Because any given shift, you can be in the fight of your life. And aside from being in the fight of your life, cardiovascular health and policing is incredibly important. It's something that's on the forefront of a lot of police agendas right now.
Oh, yeah. I gotta go to the hospital.
I believe what I heard was that the officers and the suspect is the potential for infection and contamination between the two is high. It's happened to officers before. That's why the glove situation is incredibly important under the circumstances. And breaching that window, I mean, he still, I think, maybe even got caught on his arm, so I don't know if gloves would have helped the part of his arm that he got cut. But these are the things that officers have to deal with. If you notice, his partner bandaged him up. Really good to see that kind of stuff.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to the hospital. Then you're going to jail. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Good job by everybody, by the way. Gentlemen, FYI. That door's bent. Oh, yeah, she ran into it? She hit the car. Well, that's not an accident. That's an assault and a victim. Can I get up? Not until we figure out what's going on. Let me tell you, your officers, I think you lost a little weight, but I think I told you one time when my son was in this hospital. So, Miss Timmons, you have the absolute right to remain silent. If you give up the absolute right to remain silent, anything you say is right. What did you call it? And will used against you in a court of law. You have the absolute right to consult with an attorney before answering any of our questions. You should have an attorney present during questioning, and if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for free. Do you understand that? Where's my keys? Your keys are going with your vehicle to impound.
It's interesting, he read Miranda to the suspect, but he didn't get a response. She immediately launched into a question herself. And these videos are obviously edited, but it's interesting. I like watching Miranda, and I like to see what the responses are and how they respond, because Miranda can be challenged. Important to get the correct response. The head shaking and nodding, that doesn't work. You have to get a verbal response.
I'm not going to look at it. Yes, ma'am. You're going to the women's side. You have a warrant for assault in the first degree. No, I don't. Yes, ma'am. Sheriff's office. That's are you sure? Yes, ma'am. They're faxing it. Oh, okay. So how much or other you had today, miss? Yeah, okay. That was excellent pursuit. Hey! We're going to have some roll call tomorrow. Y'all don't know homework. Anyway.
So the sergeant said that was an excellent pursuit tactics, something like that, and that we're going to have roll call training with that. We do debrief these things, especially a situation like this would definitely be debriefed. We would talk about the challenges, the pros, the cons of what people did and what we would potentially do differently. And I think that's incredibly important that the sergeant has this kind of camaraderie with this squad, because it's important that you grow and learn from these types of situations. That's why I like sharing constructive criticism, because it helps people be better. There's more than one way to do things, so it's important that you also provide your commentary. I appreciate it.
So, ma'am, he's not required to have a warrant because we have to impound your vehicle, okay? It smells like a trash can. Her car smells like a trash can. Well, this is not surprising. Listen, my car is hard. How much have you had to drink, ma'am? You put that in it. No, ma'am. My camera's running. This was between your seats. Oh, yes. Just make sure, like, someone was joking, make sure it's not. I mean, I hate to say that, not. Okay, so miss, here's the deal. Our medics are 30, 40 calls in the whole beach. The ambulance is right there. Well, if they're coming for you, then you're good. But if not, I'll be alright. You don't need to sniff that. You're going to fall out. Anyway, so when the ambulance gets here, the ambulance is going to treat you, but that could be a minute, miss, okay? So just hang tight. You have very minor cuts. No, I don't. See, and the really sad part is I tried to use my procedural justice and my de-escalation, and it just didn't work. Like I sent you out there to look for the phantom woman, and then I compared the driver's licenses, and I tried to be and I explained to her that this would be the eventuality, and she fled from me given the nature of her violent felony charge, but she could not be de-escalated.
You heard the sergeant say, I tried my procedural justice and my de-escalation. So they're in Baltimore, and Baltimore had some really interesting...
Hey, this is perfect.
Hardy, Wolf, and Downing will never find us here.
I feel so safe here. They think we can't track them down. You know, a lot of lawyers would just take the settlement. It's not the Hardy, Wolf, and Downing way. I think I missed this class in law school.
Get all the money they owe you.
You really thought we wouldn't find you?
Can't hide from Hardy, Wolf, and Downing? Call Hardy, Wolf, and Downing at 1-800-INJURY. We are Maine's Injury Lawyers.
In imagine it. A world where we have all the energy we need, more even, without any carbon emissions. A world where we can depend on having clean energy 24/7, not just when the wind blows or the sun shines. No pollution, no carbon emissions, because the power plants are so small, barely even any impact on the land. If you're wondering what year we'll have this incredible technology by, the answer is 1957. Yeah. And we've been trying to kill it ever since.
To study this aspect of things, this dimension of things, we need to see things in multiple dimensions simultaneously. The atomic
nuclear energy, it's the power source of the future, and it has been for about 50 years. Back in 1967, it was predicted that America would have as many as 1,000 nuclear power plants online by the year 2000. Today, the actual number is...
Interesting cases that occurred. There was a major national case with a guy named Freddie Gray who in custody, and it turned into a huge thing with their department. And procedural justice was a thing that ended up going around the entire country about the processes and procedures that police officers have to do in order to make sure that they de-escalate situations, how prisoners are transported. So that was his commentary to his guys, and one of the guys was chuckling about it, but it became a huge thing. I remember when that incident occurred. He ran from the police, and then he was being transported in a police van to a police facility.
So, am I the only one that works with computers? No, I have work. So you have a printer? Yes, I do. Oh, okay. Yes. So I knew you were just... Oh, yeah. No, we'll take care of that when we get to the hospital.
I would have these kinds of situations where I'd have tons of my guys there on the scene. One good thing to do is say, anyone who's not doing anything important right now, clear off the call. Only the essential officers stay here. You can clear other people off and they can start shagging calls. It's good practice. Sometimes gets lost in the mix. And maybe every one of them has something that they have to do and they have to be there. It's a good practice for the sergeant to say, anyone who doesn't need to be here, go ahead and clear and start shagging calls because calls stack.
Here's what I'm going to have you guys do. Thomas, see if you can get in the car, see if you can pull it forward. Let's see if the door closes. So does it look like the door is damaged? Doesn't look like it to me. I mean, it's in the same condition it was in when we started. Alright, very good. Alright, we're going to take her to the hospital now. Cancel the medic because it's taking too long. So you can stand her up. And we're going to get this vehicle towed out again.
I'm okay.
Okay, let's go. Your phone.
I'm okay.
She's refusing to go to the car. She says she's waiting for the ambulance. Well, we're not going to be forced to make her go. She can wait all she wants. She wants to wait here for
I ain't got one. You just locked me up for the same thing.
Anyway, let me go ahead and start writing these tickets. So this female's wanted for assault in the first degree. Tried to pretend that she was her mother, and then when that didn't work, she took off. She was forced off the road and arrested. She just needs to be searched, although she's slightly on her arms and ankles. We had to break her window with a nightstick. But if you could just check her for contraband, please.
Female officer looks like she's in great shape, but you know, I'm gonna always say, male or female, if that hair can be grabbed, and you saw the video that we aired about, I don't know, a week ago, where the officer's head was sprayed. I mean, in fact, in the comment section, I've been seeing a lot of stories of people who are saying that, yeah, my ponytail got pulled, or I saw someone's ponytail get pulled. Tactical bun, way to go.
So, stopped this vehicle for a moving violation, ran the tag, says it was driving, registered owner who's operating was wanted for a violent felony. When I got her stopped, initially she stopped for me. She started telling me, no, I'm really the mother and everything, but I don't have my license. So I went to verify with the photos to make sure that it really wasn't the mother. When I confronted her with that reality, she took off. We ended up getting her stopped here with a rolling roadblock. She wouldn't exit, tried to ram the cars, ended up having her window broken and got pulled out. She's 1030 for assault in the first degree from the sheriff's office for a prior violent felony, and then she's getting 11 traffic citations for fleeing and eluding, running red lights, and all the other assorted foolishness. She has minor on her wrist and ankle from her broken glass, so she's going to be going to the hospital more than likely unless she decides the medic is enough. She keeps going back and forth. She's clearly impaired, but we're not going to be able to charge her with it because she won't submit to any tests. But in any event, Kraut Kramer's coming up here to do the level 2 use of force. DeBersey's going to go to Mercy because when he broke the window with his baton, he put himself on some glass. We have the warrant being faxed down to bookings from the sheriff's office. And then I'm going to go ahead and write the incident report in the vehicle pursuit.
So this this is very common. The sergeant explaining to the lieutenant. So also let me just say, the white shirt. A lot of times in the East Coast, Northeast especially, the lieutenants and above, I believe, have white shirts. And you'll hear people say, I want a white shirt, because they want a person of the lieutenant rank or above. In Vegas, we didn't have white shirts, but we definitely had lieutenants. And so there's going to be a watch commander who is going to come to a situation like this, and you have to, as a sergeant,
Disturbing news about threats of violence against women. Is it Graham Plattner again? No, it's Troy Jackson. When a female legislator disagreed with Jackson, he threw a water bottle at her in anger. The woman was deeply frightened. Jackson was known for bullying, and his screaming felt like intentional intimidation. His brash conduct with women raised alarm bells about his temperament. Troy Jackson, another phony we can't trust. Pine Tree Results Pack is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Nothing left to do, so I have to turn it off or take your shirt off, and we should go hit the cantina. We got work off. I said it's not outside, and we go swimming in your eyes. We've been running for a while. Once you lay down, make me smile. I can never ask for nothing better than this. It's just tequila and the beach is quite salty when we kiss. I said I think that we can stick. I feel our time's coming, and we can walk down to the ocean.
I am lit rolling.
Next Level Dog people give their dogs next level protection with NexGuard Plus. One and done monthly parasite protection against fleas, ticks, heartworm disease, roundworms, and hookworms.
The video footage to see who exactly did what, because it took 4 people to swarm her and pull her out. More than likely Galanos, Thomas, Taberzi, and probably Smith. But we'll take a look. It's the only reason it's a level 2 is because she put herself on her own safety glass.
Right, okay.
So, but I mean, she didn't get hit or anything like that. Right. And it would have been a level 1 anyway because she got it pointed at her, obviously.
So this is interesting. I'm hearing this level 2, level 1, and anyone from Baltimore that knows what these level 2, level 1s, and this is an old video. I think it's from 2021, so it may have changed. But actually pointing a firearm is considered a use of force situation in this jurisdiction, and they have to do a use of force report, I believe. I'd be really interested regionally, and I know there are a lot of officers out there and a lot of people in law enforcement. Could you please share if pointing a firearm is considered a use of force, and is it a documentable use of force? Do you have to document if you point a firearm at someone? And if you're not in law enforcement, I'd like to know if you think that it should be a documentable situation where if an officer points a firearm at a person, they should have to do a use of force written report.
Once Crab Kramer gets up here and gets the photos that he needs, there shouldn't be any issues. We'll clear this scene up, we'll have her vehicle impounded, and then we'll get it done.
Were you here for it?
I was here, but I didn't use force.
You witnessed?
I witnessed, I did not use force. Otherwise, I would have notified you.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Unless...
I got you. Okay. I got to clear myself too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to do anything additional.
No, but this is a good felony arrest. I'll be interested to see what her underlying charge is for it, because they only say it's the first degree assault. They don't specify. So I'll be interested to see what whether it's a cutting or what it is. But she's a very unpleasant individual. So, and if you want to, at first we were concerned there might be in the car like that woman in the county. If you want to, I'm not saying you should, feel free to stick your head in that vehicle and smell the odor, and then look in the cooler in the trunk, which is full of rot.
It's full of what?
Rotten food. There's rotten fruit in our trunk.
So I remember why he's saying this. About 3 weeks prior to this incident, looking at the date, there was a woman, and many of you I'm sure heard about this case, where she had, I believe, her niece and nephew or some young people who were in her vehicle for an extended period of time, and the officers found, I believe there's even body cam footage of this in that same jurisdiction in Baltimore. So I think that's why this smell that they found in the car in that close proximity, that's why context matters. Major incidents like that play into just about everything. When you stop a car and you smell it, oh my goodness, is this another one? These are important things to think about. Context definitely matters.
Yes, I
Cleared it though, right? We made sure there was no
We made sure that.
in the vehicle.
No, that's
Sound good. I don't need.
But this
I don't
was.
need rock if I know.
I told everyone. Are you going to be on 9 tomorrow, sir?
Yes.
Okay, we can go over some roll call. Everyone did a really great job. Did the rolling roadblock. Got her stopped. You know, gave her the chance. She wouldn't do it. Broke the window. Moved her with the minimum force. It was really good. There was no vehicle accident or anything. It was really good.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep. So, what do you call it? I mean, if you want to put out a 9 point, but I don't know if it qualifies.
And I pick up that 30 pounds and again.
We saw the initial charge was the warrant that the suspect had that she lied about, and then you saw that she ran from the police, which the sergeant said she was going to be charged with, and also when she hit the officer's car, and then 11 citations on top of that. This kind of situation, when you see a person that's that age doing this thing and then trying to put it on her mother, the moral compass is completely off. If you know someone who is on the wrong path in life, send them this video, because some people just don't grow up, and they need to see this, because hopefully they do. Potentially putting your mother in a situation where she's going to be arrested, running from the police in this kind of situation, never a win situation. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the video that's on your screen for more content just like this.
Experience matters. After a devastating attack,
Got me for possession, but I swear that it's not mine. No matter what you do or say. And if you want no moments, be saying this is what you say. Come on. All you got to do is sing. You ever go into a situation, somebody gets murdered, whether they deserved it or not, somebody was murdered, abused, tortured, an innocent thing. You walk into the situation, there's abuse happening. You need to stop it. Yeah, it's not okay, especially child and animal abuse and pornography. Definitely got to put a stop to that. Now, if I walk into a room and I see a child being beaten and a dog getting smacked around, I'm definitely, going to help the child first. Right? Anybody? No, I mean, it's a simple question. We do it all the time. It's exercises we do in class. It's not like psychological mind control. It's just to kind of help people see through the light. Don't listen to those witches. Right, so sometimes you walk into a situation. It could be a bank robbery. Someone's robbing a bank. They're committing a crime, okay? They're robbing a bank. Now, let's just pull ourselves up above the scene here. Let's watch. Police officers are coming in. Guy's robbing a bank. You have other patrons. You got bank tellers. Now, if we just want to play the game of life here, don't even look at the bank robbery. Maybe the bank deserves to be robbed. Hold on. Who owns the bank? Shh. Wait. It's the people's money though, right? Yeah, but they're insured. What? Hold on. It's just for fun. It's a fun scenario. No. Pull yourself above it. Someone's robbing the bank. They got guys waiting in the car. They seem like nice guys. A lot of them have clean records. Some of them are kids. Why the hell are you in that car? Who the fuck talked you into that? You're still going to jail though, right? Hold on. Pull yourself up again. You got police officers coming in. Man, I saw what you did last week. That wasn't very cool. We don't gotta talk about that right now. Do your job. Right, they're on a bank robbery. What are you talking about? I don't care.
What? They threw a water bottle and it made you feel threatened? Frightened. Okay. Okay, we're on a bank robbery. Hold on. I'm sure there are some human activists that can take care of that for you. Right? Oh, I'm sorry. They're too busy licking their dog's assholes. Hold on. Now we got some bank tellers. Oh, man. That one committed fraud. That one beat his wife yesterday. That one, tax evasion. That one smacked a woman in the pussy. That is a woman. Hold on, we got some patrons too. Hold on. Fucking thief. Fucking motherfucking cheater. Motherfucking. You know what? The bank robber actually seems pretty nice. Just let him go, man. These people are fucked. Right, so when you have a lot of these scenarios that happen, now hold on, nice people down in Florida scooping up all these watchers and people selling microchips for $100 with thousands of abuse videos on it. All these feeders and chasers making money in businesses. It's Hollywood, man. What the fuck? I know, we told them those chips were coming. Right, I know, and you make these arrests, right? You got people peddling these chips, and every time they do these busts, oh my God, they were corrections officers and teachers and some police officers even. Oh my God. One of our own. Well, not ours. That's not our kind. That's their kind. 6 or 7. Well, how do we know? Is your badge shinier? What's up? No, I'm trying to understand, sir, madame. I'm just trying to understand. My foot's caught in the door. Hopefully it's just your shoe and you can slip out really quick. I'm just trying to help people understand. You go to a fair. Everyone are just nice patrons. They're eating french fries, buying cotton candy, going on the rides. You want to tell me there's people that haven't done wrong in those crowds? Committed crimes? Some probably have warrants. Let me put on my facial recognition glasses and it's going to beep to other authorities every time it flags somebody. Like a license plate reader has these facial recognition things. I mean, you know, it can be tricky. It's not always spot on. That's why it doesn't just do facial recognition. If it flags a facial recognition, well, to be sure, I'm going to go stand in line and buy french fries too because they're buying french fries. Hey, Tommy, how you doing? My name's not Tommy. Oh my gosh, you look like someone I knew. Are you sure your name? No, my name's Joe. Oh, Joe, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry. My bad. Yep, that's Joe. That's Joe. Get him. Right? I mean, that's just how it's been going for quite a long time. Probably another reason we became targets ourselves and we have punks fucking our children here at the Governor Hill Mansion. So hopefully the proper authorities do what they're supposed to do to help them. If you have any need to fill in the gaps with any of that, it's really simple stuff to understand. These technologies have been around for a while. I'm not sure what your problem is. What are you trying to stop? Right. Much love, health, and peace to you all. You take care now. My name's Mary, Governor Hill Mansion. Sick fuck's names, Michael Scott Garand. My 2 youngest children in his custody, him and his sick mother. They need to be taken out of the custody of those monsters. And what happened here, back between 2008 and 2012, needs to be addressed. It's about right now, too. It just helps people understand the now. Yeah, now and then, you know. What's this guy
I'll tell you where all the transphobias came from when I was young. I'm 46, so when I was in high school, I remember this every day after school, we would go home and watch a show called The Jerry Springer Show. Okay? It was a very important talk show about issues that real people face. It's a working man's Oprah is how I looked at it. And a very popular topic of The Jerry Springer Show was, I've got a secret. Okay? lot of people had secrets. And, you know, they have a guy with a new girlfriend he's very in love with. They just met, but he already feels like she might be the one. And he has a secret of that he wants to propose to her live on the Jerry Springer Show. But she has a secret too, which is that she has a full set of balls. They have not had the talk yet. It happened so fast, you know? But now she wants to tell him in the best possible way. Jerry Springer Show. Safest space there is. The guy and his balls girlfriend, they already had...
My
Is there any retired detectives in here that want to pick up this call? You understand what I'm saying? They already... Bestest guy ever had is what he said to Jerry. But the balls is going to be a surprise still. You know, they tell him, and he'd be all devastated, like a young man, Ty Teo.